Okay, I made up my mind. Yay, got to see the dolphins again. Got him on the other camera. I'm stoked. And I have made up my mind. I'm not driving the whole way to Padre Island so that I can have power. I'm just going to stay here. I'll just charge them up by the van. Be a cigarette lighter. They're charging now, so I can periodically turn the van off and on if I need to do that. It doesn't like to idle long, but it's cold outside, so I don't think that's affecting it as much. It's when it's really hot, it doesn't like to idle long. And we are up to 37%, so yeah, I'll do that. I'll just charge them up by my van. And actually, while I'm doing that, the fridges are plugged in too. In my cigarette lighter. One of them is, because I don't have another dual cord. Yeah, I have to do it that way. Okay, real big deal. Look at that van over there. Okay, I'm glad I finally made up my mind as to what I'm going to do, because it was starting to drive me crazy, and it was going to drive you all crazy, but not really, because I'd edited a lot of that out, but still, I drive my own self crazy. You're all crooked again. What's the matter with y'all? You're always crooked. Okay, see you back at the campsite. And you know what? My campsite is still there. My spot is still there. Oh, how nice. So we're going back to my site. Back to the huge toilet. Because there's no claustrophobia happening in that toilet. Other things happening in there, but not claustrophobia. Okie dokie. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I finally made a decision. We'll go park this way again, because that was pretty nice. There we go. And the birds are all saying, welcome back. Okay, we're good. Oh, thank goodness I made up a decision. Okay. Hi. I kind of had a meltdown today. I'm not a van dweller. Not. I'm only doing this out of necessity. I thought it would be kind of fun, but be more fun if I had proper power and the beach is okay for a few days, but after a while it becomes a bit much. It's cold, it's windy, there's sand everywhere, but it was free camping. So, and then I ran into a problem with my power. I've been off the grid since Wednesday. Today is Saturday. So I think I've done really, really well in that regard. Excuse me. I'm cold. So I've done really, really well in that regard. And today I kind of hit a wall. And I was going to go to Mustang Island. And sometimes I can be my own worst enemy. I talked myself out of it because I don't like the beach there as much. The sand is softer. It's not as packed as it is here. The beach is more shallow, so the water can come up closer to you. Here is just really nice. But I can't get power here. And yeah, I could have afforded the $37 to go over to IB McGee, but I think it's kind of a matter of principle since there is no bathhouse there right now, and all I could get is electric. You know, I don't need septic, of course. I'm in a van. But all I could get was power for $37 a night. I was like, no, no, it doesn't work for me. It's a state park. Aren't state parks supposed to be reasonable? You know, Mustang Island is a state park. It's $20 a night. Ivy McGee's sister park is, can't remember the name right now. Anyhow, they have a sister park in Padre Island. It's $25 a night. So the $37 a night doesn't cut it for me, especially without amenities. No, that doesn't work for me. So I spent the day turning my van off and on, charging power stations, my Blue Eddies, from my car charger. And then I blew a fuse. I have two sockets, and I blew a fuse on one of them. It was too windy, too cold. I was just like, no, not having it. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. So I didn't check the fuse. And I have a tester and everything with me. I've got tools. I've got a lot of stuff with me. But I just didn't bother to test it. So I'm tired. I'm cold. At one point, I got one of those Primo water bottles. And I had this Primo water thing that I've had a long time. A pump type thing. And that's the only reason I bought the Primo water bottle, is because it didn't fit my other containers, my other water containers. So I thought, okay, I'm going to buy a Primo water bottle. I'm going to set this thing up. I'm going to use it. Of course, I wait until it's dark before I decide to try this thing. So that was a fiasco. And I'm pumping water, and I'm pumping water, and I'm pumping water. I get little spits at a time. Of course, this is after figuring out how to set the darn thing up. And it's just giving me little spits at a time. And I'm like, this sucks. This isn't working. What the heck? Then I turn on a flashlight and I realize the little cap's still on the faucet. Oh my goodness. And then the dogs start barking. Then the cats start meowing. And they go on and on and on and on. And I'm just like, cut it out, guys. Give me a break. And of course, they're all going stir crazy now too. So it's not just me, it's them also. Finally, I got everybody fed. Everybody finally settled back down. We're all good again. And I've got my refrigerator on one power station, my freezer on the other. I got one up to 51%, and I got the other one up to, I think, 81%. I put them on eco mode. They're Blue Eddy EB3As. Put them on eco mode so that they'll turn off automatically in 2 hours. That will give the fridges time to get back to the proper temperature, and then they'll be good for the night. And tomorrow I'm going to have to work on that fuse. Hopefully I have a fuse. Again, everything I have is in the motorhome. I have a huge fuse collection. It's in the motorhome. I have the tester with me, though, so I can test them without having to pull fuses. So we'll see. But anyhow, this van life thing, it's not easy. It is not easy. Some of these people glorify it. They romanticize it. They make it seem like the best thing ever. Well, it's not easy. So, I live in a motorhome. I have a bathroom. I have a kitchen. I have everything I need in it. Except I need it to work. I need to get the brakes fixed on it still and get it inspected. But, I'm not holding this speaker for. See, this is the kind of day I'm having. Otherwise, if I didn't hold it, that's what you see. Oh my gosh. I'm just crazy. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. So anyhow, yeah, today's Saturday evening. So from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I've been off the grid for 4 days. I have been surviving. And today was actually the first day I hit a wall. And it could be because of everything else, too. So, anyhow, I'm sure it's part of it. Mourning sucks. Mourning sucks. When you lose someone you love, you go through so many emotions. Sorry. I hadn't planned on talking about this. So, anyhow, change subject. I did get to see the dolphins today, so that was cool. I walked a mile. Oh, wow. Actually, I walked 2 miles, didn't I? I walked a mile there and a mile back, so I actually walked 2 miles today. So, and of course, when I did my walk, I took my sports camera and I filmed it, and it was pretty cool. I was like, wow, look at the dolphins, look at the dolphins. And then I was like, oh, I don't have my real camera. I should have my real camera. I could zoom in on them. So, and then I decided to go back down a few hours later, and I waited and I waited. And then I could see that this barge was still getting prepared to go out. So, that's getting heavy. Why don't I just take it off? I'm such a dork. There, it's off. Anyhow, so a few hours later, I go back down, and then I go over to IB, and I could see the barge was getting prepared to go out, but it wasn't ready yet. So I went over to IB McGee and talked to the lady, and you know, she was just like, $37 is really cheap. And I'm thinking, no, it's not. No, it's not. Not for without a bathroom and without a bathhouse and without anything. It's not so cheap. So anyhow, you know, there was no point in getting upset with her over it, but I left there. I checked out an RV park in town. You know, it wouldn't be one I'd want to live in. The spaces are just right on top of each other. I mean, absolutely on top of each other. But nobody was there. The manager wasn't there. The residents were extremely nice. They were extremely friendly. But again, there was nobody in the office, so I couldn't contact anybody to see if I could stay one night in the van. And then I was thinking about heading over to Mustang Island, and I just was like, no, I can do this. I can do this. I'll just plug my power stations into my van, and I'll charge them till I blew a fuse. Oh well, you know, the one cigarette lighter worked, but the other one doesn't. So I was able to get one power station up to 81%, the other one up to 50-something%. So, and I'm using them both now on, like I said, economy mode, and they'll shut off in 2 hours. So, or they have a 2-hour time. I think one of them's running an hour already. That's okay. Let me see. Yeah, the freezer is already up to 13 degrees. And the refrigerator is at 42. So, of course, those are the outside panels that I'm reading. And generally, I've found that it's actually cooler inside than what the outside panels are reading. So, ow, my arm's sore. So, they'll shut off on their own. And we'll be good for the rest of the night. I still have beach hair. Can I say? It's either beach hair or clown hair, I'm not sure. And I have to walk the dogs one more time tonight, and then I'll just call it a night. And for the longest time today, I couldn't even get any signal on my phone, so that really sucked. But I finally got signal tonight, so I'm watching a few videos on YouTube and just trying to chill out, just trying to make sense of everything. Hopefully tomorrow will be decent. It's still going to be windy because I'm still going to be on the coast. I'm still going to be on the beach, so it will be windy. I just wish I could get power here. If I could get power here, I'd be happy. Oh well. I've got 3 power stations now to charge up. 3. So, I've got 2 Blue Eddies and Go Labs. So I have to charge all those up. The Go Labs takes forever to charge up. The Blue Eddies aren't so bad. I'm rambling. I'm absolutely rambling. The dogs, they were in their little sweaters and hoodies today. And they really, really enjoy their walks. So they got lots of walks. The kitties get to hang out loose in the van when I'm in it. Because I don't know what they'll get into if I'm not in it. But anyhow, we're all just kind of feeling the stress of this because it's not our normal lifestyle. I love the van. It's fun. It's so comfortable, except it's kind of crowded. My seat is comfortable. My little area is comfortable, but it is kind of crowded because I have a lot of stuff in there. I got my kitchen stuff in the back. Got a big cooler here, 54 quart cooler. I've got a 30 quart over here that I use for a freezer. Anyhow, yeah, van life is not easy. Maybe it's easier for people that don't have pets or just have one dog. I don't know. But I have a lot of stuff. I have prepper stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. So, and no makeup. Okay. Peace out, guys. I love you. And we'll talk later.